That was Dora the Explorer.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get
No.
up and go
Good.
to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God.
Okay,
Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet.
Basic.
There's my mic, so now people can fucking hear me. Yeah, I'm going to play it one day when you're not on and you're watching it, so just kind of... Just know that that song's coming back one day.
Are you under the impression when I'm not on, I'm watching?
If you have time to go to West Virginia, you have time to watch the Geek Room.
If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. So today we're on with the career criminal Nate Broady.
Yes.
Today.
Awful person here.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Can't believe we're associating ourselves with you, man. What is wrong with us? We're deviants, degenerates, the lot of us.
Hey, man, that's how it is. You know how it is. You know, but I got that package for you later, though, so you know you can't talk about it on air. You know,
nice
career criminal type stuff.
So, I mean, before we even get started, I'll throw it out there, guys. If anyone out there want to contribute to our degeneracy, Streamlabs and Super Chats are open. So yeah, there's that.
You can tell anybody or whatever you want. You know, you'll get a blowjob, and you can tell Unirocks to back his claim up and come on the fucking show, you little weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this isn't Unirocks thing. This is, you know what I'm saying. He's a tough talker when he's inside the closet and the cameras above him, and, screaming into the microphone. Can't nobody challenge him. He would dare not come inside here. He just doesn't. He's just not built like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Like, so I have been watching this Steve and Katie Joy thing because this is kind of interesting. Kind of go back and forth a little bit. And I just only got known about Unirocks through that. And the only thing I can think of the guy is he's kind of got an annoying voice, but whatever, anyway. And then again, we listened to that one clip that we published out and actually had on our show the last time, and it was just like, wow, are you that really just fucking dishonest? And the more that we delve into this, yeah, he's really that fucking dishonest. I had people we put that video out. Excuse me. And we had people that never seen us, never knew anything about us. They're subscribed to us. Thank you for subscribing. But they told us, yeah, he did the same thing to us. We said, hey, come on my show and we can talk this shit out. And he ducks and runs and hides and goes back to his channel. And apparently that's his thing. So it's not surprising.
it's not only the fact that he'll just be disingenuous. He'll put screenshots up, say it proves his point, and it has absolutely fucking nothing to do with what he's trying to accuse you of. Like it's just blatant ignorance.
Well, you know what? I think, to be honest with you, I think Unirock, his biggest problem is that he is trying to be relevant, but he's trying to do it through any means necessary. Like, even if you watch him there was one time I was watching him on Steve's channel, and he was like so desperate for some information against me. He's like, Steve, just tell me something, because he wants to be that person to break the story, to be, but so any little thing he gets, like he saw that clip and he's like, okay, I was just calling him a career criminal, not knowing that there's so many people out there that hate Unirock. They've actually sent me his stuff. They sent me his criminal background history. They sent me his stuff, and the only reason why I haven't released it is because I don't like to dox people. But I've got Unirock stuff. So you know what I'm saying?
Just a little housekeeping before we dig too much into this. He's gonna bring it up. I thought Unirock was the guy who was a former flat earther and was reformed to not be as dumb as possible. I was wrong, I guess. I don't know if he was actually a flat earther or not. I actually don't care. He's still dumb and not funny. So, fine. I'll eat crow on the one thing that I'm wrong on. See, Unirock, this is how you do it. You go, I was wrong.
Yeah.
And then you move the fuck on.
And that's the thing, like, he was in our comment section too, so, like, and I even said, I was more of a question, and my phone and my horrible, like, South Carolina grammar and shit like that, punctuation, I put a period instead of a question mark. And so like, and the person who I was talking to was it's child, and she answered it as a question, and I even told him, I was like, all right, I take back the flat earther thing, because, again, it was just more of hearsay, but you were claiming that we hate Steve, like that we lied on Steve. I was like, show me the evidence where we lied on Steve. I retweeted it out. Even Steve McRae retweeted it out, which is a more fucked up thing. Where's the evidence that we lied about Steve? And then
Kmart Keemstar, where's it at? Blue light drama alert.
No. Don't besmirch the blue light. This motherfucker is
besmirching the blue light, man. I apologize.
And I, as always, have no idea what's going on.
Because you're not.
We hope to catch you up in the next 2 hours.
Just a simple recap is, my name is Nate, and when I was younger, when I was 13, 14, I lived in the hood. So what did you do in the hood to make money? You sold drugs, right? It was back in the late 80s, early 90s. That's what we did in the street. So when I was 13, that's what we did to make money. It was criminal activity, but that's just what we did. You know what I'm saying? Just was what it was. And it's funny because most of the rap songs from back then all talk about that. Biggie, Pac, because that was just what you did to make money. There was no jobs. It was just rough. So he took that when I was 13. Now, mind you, that was when I was 13. After that, I went to high school, college, became a professor, became a lawyer, became a cop, did all that shit. And he said because I sold drugs when I was 13 years old, that made me a career criminal. And that's the issue that we had.
I sold weed when I was homeless. Like, does that make me a career criminal?
You fucking criminal.
I used to middleman a lot of shit for free stuff and extra cash. Does that make me a career criminal?
And here's the fucked up thing: is he took just a snippet part of your story. Your whole story was a fantastic fucking story. I mean, your parents, they were crack addicts and stuff like that. You didn't have any money. You had what you had on your back, whatever you had on your shoes, and ate whatever you could fucking find. You was happy if you got stale fucking cereal. You said that in your fucking interview. And I told people in our comment section, it's like, if I was in Nate's place and someone came up to me with drugs, I don't think I would have probably done the same thing. Because you had to do what you had to do to survive. Especially if you need sneakers and stuff like that. And was you in New York at that time? I can't remember.
Well, when I started, I was in Baltimore. Yeah. And so it was really for the first summer I was in Baltimore. Then I came back to New York and I did it for about a couple of months in New York, but then that's when I went to then my parents, and something happened with my parents, and then we went to Florida. So after that I did, but that was the last time I had ever done it. So maybe I say for about 6 to 9 months I had done it for.
Yeah.
In Baltimore and New York.
And the thing is, it's like, what if, I don't know if you stayed in Baltimore, New York when it was cold. If you had like really crappy fucking clothes, it gets really fucking cold up that way. And if you're down in fucking Florida, it gets really fucking hot. You don't want to stand on the fucking pavement. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. So that's the issues we had. I don't have any issue. He can be the Keemstar he wants to be, whatever. He can do whatever he fucking wants. But when you make a dishonest comment like that, we're gonna call it out.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah, and listen, I do understand my issue with Unirock, and I think even with a couple of people over there, is because it started becoming a pattern where it seemed like they had thrown Dragnauct and said that he was some type of criminal in terms of with children or something like that, and that just came from nowhere. We were like, well, where did that come from? Why did you just call him a criminal? And when everybody else did it was like, okay, well, we made a mistake. Then it was like, I'm a criminal. And so what we kept saying over there is like, if you're going to discredit me, discredit my argument, that's fine. But if you're just going to use these racial tropes that, discredit Nate because he's a criminal, it's for me and for us sometimes, it's code. It's code to say, instead of saying, hey, I don't like the way his interactions with Steve, that's fine. I accept that. But then this is just to make up he's just a career criminal. Those are dog whistles to people to say, we don't believe what this person has to say, or this person doesn't have any credibility because look, they're criminals. And that's the thing that triggered me in drag is we were like saying, well, why would you just jump to us being criminals? We're not criminals. We're both college educated men professionals. Why can't you just see past that? You know what I'm saying? And now you're talking about something I did when I was 13 years old. And it's one thing I'll say about his fans. One thing about Unirocks fans is that they're dumb and honest in the sense of this. I literally typed up on Twitter, my name is Mr. White. I'm 46. I'm a 46-year-old white male. I committed multiple crimes when I was 13 years old. I became a cop, prosecutor. Am I a career criminal? His fans, Unirocks fans, the ones who was arguing, all of them unanimously said, no, that is ludicrous. That's absurd. And then I put Mr. White is actually my story. And they said, oh, okay. Well, what? Unirock is still right, but leave us alone. Like, literally, that's what it came down. So I said, that's the reason why I'm thinking there may be some racial component to it, because all his fans are saying that, yes, this is stupid. It's ludicrous. They even typed it's ludicrous. But then when I said that's what he's saying about me, oh, well, you see, we don't know. I said the only difference between Mr. White and Mr. Broady is skin color. And that's the reason why I'm pinning him to it. The only reason between me, drag, and someone else is skin color. And it just seems like if you're just going to call all the black people on this side criminals, then, play another game, because that just doesn't make any sense at this point in time.
And
it's funny because he looks at a story that at its core is pretty inspirational, in that you didn't stay in any kind of this lifestyle. You bettered yourself. You did what you had to do at the time, but you bettered yourself. And now you were at a point to where it's like, I mean, look at you now, dude. Like it's an inspirational story. And you look at that and realize that what he took from that is Nate Broady is a career criminal. Like, what kind of fucking idiotic motherfucker are we dealing with here? And furthermore, how the fuck did he manage to get the following that he has?
And his fans who try to use his military service as a reason he doesn't like Nate, because Nate was a quote-unquote career criminal because he sold drugs every once in a while, you're fucking dumb. Do not use that. There's so many people that are in the service who aren't drug dealers anymore because they're in the service. It's one of those things, like, I think at least I knew 20 people on board my ship who were drug dealers at one point in time. Like, just shut your fucking face. Don't use the military bullshit.
I have like a similar story. Like, what if I were to tell that story? Me and my pasty ass face were to tell that same story. Would that be a problem to these people?
No,
probably not.
But I don't think they would call you. I don't think they would call you a career criminal, though. They wouldn't call you a career criminal. They would say, okay, that's something you did when you were 13. Come on.
yeah, exactly. It's
We're all bedwetters because we did it when we were 9.
Damn,
It
Billy,
is.
how long was it before you stopped pissing the bed, bro? 9?
Hey,
You do realize that's like an early warning sign of being a serial killer, right?
I love Captain Crunch, so shut your face.
He is our shameful spray again today. I got some stuff that he fucking said to us, and I want to kind of show the kiddiness, like just the childishness. And then we got this video here, right here, because he says we said one thing, and I got a video that's going to be uploaded tomorrow, just kind of in its entirety and stuff, but some people don't watch the show, but, you know, they were kind of sort of slightly interested in the Unirock thing. I just wanted to show, and it's better quality, okay? I put little things in it, so apparently that's a thing if you don't have contents. Anyway, this is, like, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. This is when he found the fucking, at the video. He said, "Nice try, you ding-dongs. I didn't twist it. Keep trying. Dig your internet hole so deep that no one trusts you ever again so you can defend your loser Broady." Then he was like, LOL, LOL. You can...
Mom.
Yeah. So I just basically, you can laugh all you want, but it's clear that you were trying to be astonishingly paint. Nate, Tatted said, fucking adorable. Yes, Nate is a loser. Amazing. Then right under that, Unirock goes, "Your mom." And he does this to other people in our fucking comment section. They're like, are you fucking 13? Like,
I was laughing about that the other night. It was the other day. Like, your mom? Like, really? Did nobody teach you that, like, your mom is a retort after the age of 13, 14 years old is just, like...
Yeah,
are you okay?
Maybe that's...
Shit about my first apartment. Stop bringing her up.
Maybe that's why he thinks Nate's a career criminal if he's thinking from the brain of a 13-year-old. You know, Nate's only 13 years old still. That's what's going on here.
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. I don't know. I almost, you know what? I almost feel bad because he doesn't know how many people actually hate him online. Like after he started coming after me, next thing I know, I'm getting DMs. I'm getting all these from all these people. Here's Unirocks. Look at this from Unirock. Here's something from Unirock. Use this against Unirock. Say this about Unirock. I'm like, damn. You know how? You know what type of hatred? But again, I think it's because he does things like this. And the one thing I feel bad about is that he wants to be relevant so bad, but he's just doing it in such a foul way, and he's trying to interject himself into grown folks' business. And I would just want to say this: if Unirock, if you ever want to speak to me, you could have come. He could have came today, right? He could have came. He had a choice to come today.
Had an invitation.
But you know, I'm going to defame him by saying this: he's a coward. If you weren't, you could say all this stuff behind your thing, but you're a coward. And come see me. I'll bring it up to my channel. I'll come to your channel. But I know he won't do that because it's so easy to sit there with his glass microphone and pretend it's like a cock and sit there and talk to his fans. But you know, but again, this is grown folk business, and that's why you got to stay behind him. Look at him right there. That's all he does.
You know, is that actually them?
That's him right there. Yeah, that's.
Is this a grown ass man wearing his hat backwards?
Pocket lips now.
Yes.
Eat a dick, low rent Keemstar. Holy shit.
Here's the
fucking. Oh my god.
Someone pointed this out to
I didn't get a good look at this motherfucker before. I'm astonished. I'm sorry.
Someone pointed this out to me before in one of the comment sections or in one of the community on the community board that he actually did this to Katie Joy. He was like, "Come on my channel, we can talk," and she didn't come on the channel. So he does this. He invites people onto the channel, but when someone else invites him about his claims he says, he kind of hightails it and runs. Here's the thing: like I can see if he blocked us and he didn't get it, but the thing is, I sent it to Steve. I said, "Steve, you made some claims. I want him on the show. Tell him." So because I know him and Steve talk. And the thing is, he was tweeting in that time after I sent it. So I know, and I kept retweeting it throughout the day. It's like, hey, I'm kind of waiting here to see if you're going to come and agree to it. And he never did. Only thing he did was screen capture a question to something that, the flat earther thing, and try to spin that around like we're lying on Steve. Then someone apparently gave him the too long didn't read kind of thing about us, and I don't know, bullshit. So anyway, but then he makes this video,
and
kind of
thank you. He called.
I kind of wish he came on. I would have sat here and just did crossword puzzles again.
By the way, Puffalopagus in the chat says Fred Worst. I thought that was worth.
Ooh.
That was great.
Oh man, we need to institute a point system like fucking Hannibal and Monty have.
I think
Oh shit, right?
Oh yeah.
well,
that
we
was
got
point
the
worthy.
Geek Bucks. You know what? That's what I'm gonna fucking do. In Streamlabs, if you say something, that's great. We're gonna steal this from Hannibal and Monty because their show is fucking great. Anyway.
First we jacked your what's eating Hannibal shit and gave it to me, and now we're jacking your point system. Ha!
For
Oh my God.
Great.
Yeah, we're always
People
stealing
might-
shit. We're career.
People might think that we're all trying to be the drunken peasants, but no, we're actually just trying to be Hannibal and Monty.
Look, yeah, exactly. It's better than trying to be in, a Keemstar, but that's.
Oh my
Red
Christ.
Keemstar.
I'm sorry, I can never have myself casually saying the N word with the hard R on video in various places on the internet. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what that
Wait,
man.
Are we talking about Keemstar or Shenny for Christ?
I barely know who that is too.
She's
Keep it that way.
and racist.
Yeah, so she just got
Outstanding.
locked up, right? Didn't Shanny just get locked up?
Did
Yeah,
she?
not too long ago.
Oh shit! You got me excited.
Oh yeah, I saw the fucking no. We saw it's from a while ago. There, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's from a while ago, and we just got the cam footage of them getting locked up, and the picture of Shanny in the back of the fucking. They didn't put her in a police cruiser because she wouldn't fit. They had to put her in an.
Dude, the best part about that whole video is when Rev's out in the hall sitting on the stairs explaining that she beat him with a fetish whip. Oh, it's fucking immaculate.
No, that's
It's
not the
amazing.
part. The best part is when he's talking to the police officer and was like, I hear voices of the multiple guys having sex with
Yeah.
my wife. And you can, like, physically hear the cop, like, trying not to giggle. Like, he's like,
Rev's just like, I just wanted a Baja Blast, bruh, and she beat my ass with a whip.
Shit.
I might have to watch this now. I didn't care before, but after that brilliant rundown, I might have to actually watch that.
It's
a great
it's
description.
amazing.
4-part series on. I can't remember the fucking channel's name. Shit. He's actually
Yeah.
worth mentioning, but it's 4-part series. If you hadn't just put in Shanny goes to jail or Shanny for Christ goes to jail, you'll find it. It's great. But
Okay.
shall we? I'm actually going to skip a little bit because he just kind of he mentions us, but like we'll skip around.
You see what they're doing here is they're skipping around. They're not getting my whole point. It's dishonest.
Oh, trust me, the whole point is going to be uploaded tomorrow, so we'll get you, Yinny.
and I already said I was wrong about his flat earther thing. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. If you expected me to be perfect, then you're fucking stupid.
But the thing is that would you be
It is.
surprised if Unirocks was a flat earther? Like that would not surprise me at all.
That's why I believed it. I was like, I can see it.
Actually, AT2 Productions is in the chat. There's one of the flat earthers that was given a camera from Jaronism and then became a non-flat earther. I thought that was Unirock. If you can let me know who the fuck that was, then I can correct myself, unlike Unirock. So that would be cool. Thank you.
And they want Katie's channel to go down. They want Katie to make mistakes. They're pretending like they're Katie's friend. They're pretending
Katie.
like they are victims. They are pretending like Katie should listen to them and do what they say. They were the ones that talked Katie into striking Leslie. They are the ones that talked Katie into doing half of the shit she's done this week. Katie has admitted that herself, and proof is on social media that that's the case.
Yo, I think he's sitting on a dildo. That's why he's rocking so much.
He's like, got
I
two
think I'm
twists.
listening to this guy's voice, and I'm starting to wonder whether or not he might have a hormone imbalance.
And he's got the camera like up on the ceiling. He's like, let me talk to God.
Yeah, why do you have the MySpace angle going on, bro? Like it's 2019. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but he can put HTML in his profile. So pretty.
I know he's right. He's got an entire playlist of songs.
That should be
I
Yeah.
think you're just mad because you didn't make his top 8. That's all it is.
Ah.
I am glad I did not. The first 3 are pops.
It's very sad to see that Katie Paulson and Steve are fighting. Steve's troll.
No, you're not, because you're enjoying this, because you're actually like making videos on it and profiting off of this shit.
Every fucking video he makes is about this Steve Katie drama. Every one.
Katie said
And
this.
he literally just said, you
I
know,
don't even know what
these
that is.
people are wanting her to fail. It's like, so do fucking you.
It's like drag over there. It's a shame that G-Man says retarded shit. And then we'd be like, that's like your whole
It is.
entire channel.
Like, I would have a much more entertaining channel if he didn't say ridiculous shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
He has natural charisma. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
We're squandering it.
You'll see the ending of it, and you might take that back. I'm just saying, it was crazy.
Wild Bill, call for an uprising.
He
You guys
doesn't know
just
how to
straighten
end a
up.
video. Yeah.
Fun Helton, I want you to continue doing what you're doing.
But with more Go-Gurts.
Yes.
More Go-Gurts. I'm gonna send you
More
Go-Gurts for Christmas.
He's gonna be sucking on baby
Get him some
Yoda
Christmas
yogurts by like
Oh,
May.
Thank you, AT2. You're correct on that assessment. He
Say,
goes from
"Hey,
drama
let's
to
go
drama,
fuck
but
with
he's
Steve,
totally not a
and then
drama
let's
channel.
go fuck with Katie at the same time, because then Katie's going to blame Steve if for all the bad things that are happening to her, and it'll just be a really nice shit show to watch. And that's what they are. They're just really hateful people. They are people that don't. What these guys have done, especially the ones that are saying this about me, like the Geek
amount
Room
of
or whoever
hypocrisy.
that is.
Palpable.
He's somebody who's wanted a following on social media for like a really long time.
No, we don't care.
He talks like it's just one
I don't
person.
even use Twitter.
He talks like it's just one person. If you can count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm
There's
here.
4 people, and there's always a guest, like our awesome career criminal friend Nate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
He's gonna hook me up with a Kia Yay later.
Hell yeah.
To be fair, in Unirocks' case, he might say you're 3/5 of a person, Nate.
That's true.
I
That's
wouldn't
true.
say that.
that's
Yeah.
true.
He may.
Oh, fuck.
Sovereign citizen territory right there. It's still in the Constitution. It's still in the Constitution.
Oh shit.
I was like, either Nate's gonna laugh at this joke or be real mad and leave.
Billy's like, all right, let's roll the dice.
Let's see how this happens.
Oh, Unirocks going to take the clip. I told you. I told you.
And they want to.
It's been a real long time since I've made somebody very uncomfortable in the last like 10 minutes of the show, so we still got some time.
Still got time.
Just tell Nate he needs to be on prescription meds. That worked last time.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to say I'm the racist. Look what this Billy fella said. Nice ass though.
Oh my god.
And no matter how hard he tries, he only gets like a few trolls to ever follow him around and care about what he says and listen to him. So in the end, you know, he's forming a hatred for others and doesn't like anyone who's successful on any
It
platform
just
for
occurred
a
to
reason.
me. He
Same
sounds
with
a little bit like Ben Shapiro.
I think I may have aided in that transition just a tad.
The Ben Shapiro that also hates Jews.
Low Star King Shapiro.
Oh my god.
God, that's horrible. Damn it.
Shapiro star.
the others out there. One last thing I'll say, Nate Broady is a criminal, and that is a fact based on what Broady said. Broady, we went through this on D Live, because one person on the whole entirety of the world said, other than Nate, said, Nate's not a criminal, he didn't say that. Factually, Nate said that. Factually.
Well, that's bullshit.
You could be saying, Nate's not a criminal anymore. He was one, Uni. That's not what they're saying. They are so bad at responding to things, they're trying to act like, it's inaccurate to say that Nate's a criminal. No, you're
What does
accurately
career
a
criminal
You could
imply?
I
make
just
some
want to
point.
hear him say, facts don't care about your feelings just once. I just want to hear it. I use that as my text tone if he does it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll play a little bit, then we'll go over what we fucking said again, I guess. So.
It's to say that, like, you know, it doesn't matter if he pays for his crimes. It does. No, Uni, he's not a criminal if he got away with 1,000 crimes or 500 crimes. He's not a criminal if all that happened. Blah 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 blah. You know, they could make some kind of argument. I don't know what their argument would be because what I'm saying is factual, but they could try at least, but they're not. You know what their argument was? Their argument was that Uni's a flat earther, and he works for what was their names? Jordan
God damn it,
Sather
Billy.
And two other
God damn it.
Corey Good and David.
Yeah.
That's their argument. So of course they're just trolling. They're just trolling, and not only in their trolling of me, not only are
I recognize that logo. Is that a skate company?
Just as ding-dongy as this episode of South Park, they look like these guys too. And with that, busy, excellent script tonight. No, you're going to get a raise now because that's a good script. I really like that last joke there, Busy.
Wait a minute.
Oh man, this guy's lucky I don't use social media anymore. I make him feel like a dick.
I'm with Billy on this one. If you tell me that any part of this was rehearsed, scripted, this wasn't off the fly bullshit that you literally pulled out of your ass while you were streaming, I for one am shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, he changed the claim.
But this guy's never jaywalked in his life, by the way.
Yeah. Also change your shirt because a Thrasher shirt or the fuck that is in 2019 is fucking.
It's not as bad as the Affliction shirt, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, but one thing I like is that when he got caught, he changed his claim now. Well, he's a criminal technically. And to be honest with you, even that is wrong because to be a criminal, you got to be convicted of a crime. Just because I say something doesn't mean I'm a criminal. I even though I admit to it. Yeah, and
I can claim the nuclear launch codes, and that'd be a federal.
It's like but the only way you could be a technically criminal is when you're convicted, or you go and you say I did it, and and then they give you a record for being a crime. So I can still fill out all my applications. No, I'm not a criminal. I don't know what he said. And plus, even if you did commit a crime at 13, you're not being prosecuted at how many? Think about this. That means every time there's a bully who fights another bully, or who fights someone, or when school kids get in a fight, those are assaults. Those are all crimes. When a kid steals something from their mom, that's a theft. That's a crime. But the reason why we don't consider them crimes because we don't really consider children under 16 to be able to commit criminal acts like that. You know what I mean? So we give them that stuff.
What do you know about law, Nate?
Yeah, right. Jesus. It'd be different if you had killed somebody, because then I think depending on how that went down or what state you're in, there's a lot of different parameters there. You can be tried as an adult, but petty drug crimes, no, you would be tried as an adult for that.
Even assaults, think about it. Kids fight each other in schools. Kids fight each other. Those are assaults, and people go to jail for assault. But when you're a child, it all depends on what type of crime and how severe it was. But one thing I think with Unirock, he's trying to grasp on is okay, if you commit any crime, then jaywalking, for instance, we're all criminals if you jaywalk. You know what I mean? It's that's the argument he's making now. Is everyone if you've ever committed any crime in your life, from jaywalking to whatever, you're a criminal.
Have you ever driven 5 miles over the speed limit? Because that is technically illegal.
Yes.
He's making the Ray Comfort argument. And if you ever lied,
yeah.
He would driving the first story for the news then.
Listen, in some places, driving 15 miles over the speed limit is a misdemeanor. That means you can go to jail for that. How many times have you driven 15 miles? I've done it all the time. Does that make me now I'm a criminal because I drive over?
I have accidentally done that.
You were speeding while black, so.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Career criminal.
He's going to use this.
You have speeding while black, and then you also have the concurrent charge of driving while black, and then you have also the charge of just being black.
Breathing and being.
So you got a lot of shit going on all at once. Right?
Existing while being black.
Exactly.
I feel bad the guy didn't come because if you're going to talk all this trash.
I would have sat here for an hour and did crossword puzzles, and then about an hour in, once I finished a couple of them, actually start talking.
Well, listen, look at this guy, Unirock. Just look at this motherfucker. I'll tell you this. You can tell his breath stinks because he's talking a whole bunch of shit. That's all it's about.
I'd wait about an hour in to ask him when the last time he got a blowjob was.
Oh, really? That's why you're going to bring me on here?
He looks like he needs one.
I gotta squeeze my nails. He was like, "Yeah, I gave myself one last night. What are you talking about?"
He sounds almost like, okay, so you know how there's like the kind of racial comedy where black comedians will make fun of white people and they use like that one voice, like that one super white fucking voice. He sounds like that.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy they're making fun of.
That's why my credit card.
This is the guy.
Like that, he's that guy.
All right, so one question was asked: when did he ever say Nate was a criminal? If you look back in the videos, it's the one where it says Unirock twists Nate's story. That's what I have it as under. I also have it in the last. He was our last Shameful Display on the last episode, so he says it there too. But yeah.
Did you?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I was going to let you guys know it was buffering on the stream. Sorry.
Fuck you, YouTube. Let's watch this cringy ending because he kind of screws up his own ending and tries to play it off like I don't know. It's just it's horrible.
What the hell? Okay, I clicked the wrong button. Did I? We'll use that one. Not only that, they look like these guys too. I'm out of here.
What?
Got him.
Do you think he still has charisma?
Yeah, really.
Cringy?
No. I wasn't talking about that guy having charisma. I was talking about G-Man having natural charisma.
Yeah.
He puts this guy to
And
shame.
squandering it on stupid shit. No, this guy has the charisma of a chicken nugget. Like,
You know what's funny is
I wouldn't even throw him a pity fuck when I was 22. Like.
And his standards are real low.
Yeah.
Right. I want to touch up on one thing before we move on this asshole. I have noticed something. I just thought about it today. Whenever someone doesn't really have a point, the thing that they love to go for is the looks. Because he said that we look like this. We dealt with it like a bunch of times. We dealt with it with a Call for an Uprising. We dealt with it with Holly Bagalow when she finally seen us. She was like, "They're fat." We're like, "We fucking know." Like we're not that stupid. And just a couple of other people that we reviewed are like, "Oh, they're just all fat losers." Just like you're not pointing out anything of substance, and we kind of know that. I'm really the only one. So I mean, just you still got that wrong. But,
Right, like Billy's kind of jacked.
Yeah.
Bran's like a normal sized human.
Other than height, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, the thing is when you're 4'11", everybody's fucking tall to you. So like,
Oh, baby.
I want to be
and
the
then you have
blonde
me,
dude with
which like I'm
sunglasses.
not like the most attractive thing in the world, but I at least fill like the big titty goth girl niche. So like, what? Who is
That's
he
a pretty good
talking
niche to
about?
fill.
The one person?
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Which one's going to be
One
Billy?
per-
Billy's going to be the guy with the V for Vendetta mask. Because
I called sunglasses.
I actually used to own one of those.
I'll be the guy right in the middle that just looks like he's really constipated.
I'll be this
Sweet.
real crackhead looking motherfucker standing in front of sitting in front of the guy with that mustard yellow shirt. I'll be that crackhead looking guy.
Yo, did you guys ever see that South Park episode, the Naggers episode?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, can the producer pull that one up? That's like a 5-second clip.
Hold on.
Oh, that's so funny.
See, the thing is that you don't have a problem saying the episode title when you're somebody with a New England accent because it comes out definitely as naggers.
No, it's so funny. Like
It's this right here, right?
I show this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 10 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, I think
Here it
that's
is.
exactly as much as you have.
Hold on, let me get it up there. 'Cause I want
I changed
everybody
my
to see
mind. I want to be Gerald Broflovsky staring at everyone at the table there.
it.
I got the same beard.
Eh.
That is-
Ooh.
There we go. All right.
There you go.
Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please.
Camera guy.
Well,
10 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
5 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Niggers! Huh?
Sir.
Oh no!
Hey, ruin this lovely occasion. But did you guys see who's in our chat right now?
Yeah, I see it coughing up right
No, who's in the chat right now?
Call for an uprising.
It's the real one too.
Hello?
How you doing? Actually, he might deserve. And now he's mad with power. Do not give him rich.
No, don't do it.
Nice to see you. How you been? Have you showed your face on camera yet? I've been wondering.
Still think your intro is one of the best ones on YouTube.
Are you that comedian? That failed comedian? Please tell me you're that failed comedian.
He is.
Alright. I think we
Have
put
you
enough
ever
on this
had
asshole.
feeling that Carl was a failed comedian? Boom, 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 boom. Love that song.
We're gonna go
It
in.
fucking slaps. Like, what the
Say
fuck?
that to me. Is that you? Can you show your face on camera once? I would love to see what kind of fucking fuckery is going on. Like, do your eyes look like my pugs? Like, Vader, come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Does your eyes look like that?
He's got a wonky eye.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. Yes, we love you.
He's like, I just ate out of the cat litter.
There's pugs that have like that. They like, I don't know if it's a thing with pugs, like where they have a higher percentage of a chance of having like a fucking like wonky fucking eye.
They have nothing but peripheral vision. That's it.
Unless you give them a treat, and then the eyes come right back into focus. It's fun.
Right, like they're always a little bit off center, but some pugs have it where just like one of them's just a little. It's just chasing a dream somewhere.
He can win a staring eye contest with like at least 2 of us at the time.
Oh shit.
Alright. We're not going to spend too much on news. I'm just going to play 2 clips. Willie Nelson says he doesn't smoke weed anymore. Just
Fucking liar.
Liar.
He's a liar.
Yeah, I'm not even going to play the fucking intro. It's just sad.
Country music icon Willie Nelson says he is no longer smoking marijuana. He says the habit has taken a toll on his lungs. Nelson
That's
says
actually
breathing
not
has
what he
become a
said,
little
by the
more difficult. 86-year-old is still performing, saying that keeps him in shape.
Didn't see that one coming. I thought he was kind of the.
He's
poster boy
86
for
and
the
wants to stop. You better keep smoking the weed.
Dude, I mean, like,
I'd die without it.
Yeah.
he says his lungs are all fucked up, but this news story conveniently leaves out the fact that he says he used to smoke 2 packs a day and cedar tree bark. He smoked cedar tree bark. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the weed. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We need to start smoking up some cigarettes now because life expectancy is 72. He's 14 years past.
I got the cigarettes here. I just need to get my hands on some cedar tree bark. Apparently, it's the fountain of fucking youth.
You know, this motherfucker coming out and saying that he has, like, lung problems after doing everything that he's done is like Ozzy Osbourne coming out and saying, like, Flonase fucked his shit up.
I have this big fucking coke nostril from hell. It was the fucking Flonase, guys. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was the Flonase. The Flonase gave me the deviated septum. Like,
I have, Willie, at this point, you have 2 options. You need to invest in edibles and things of that nature, or go ahead and pass the torch on to Snoop Dogg, who, and he did quote as saying you were the only person that could ever keep up with him, blunt for blunt. So he's Prince. He needs to be king
Snoop,
now. If you can't
Snoop
do it,
was so high for a while, he thought he was Bob Marley. So, like,
Yeah, Snoop stays high. Like for him, he's an addict. Like you have to call him an addict.
was that the Snoop Leon phase?
Yeah, the Snoop Lion thing. It wasn't
Snoop
too
Lion.
bad of an-
Yeah, no, he thought he was the reincarnation of Bob Marley, even though Bob Marley died way after he was born. That's not how reincarnation works. He was so high, he forgot how reincarnation works.
He was soulless for like the first 10 years of his life. He had no soul until Bob Marley's soul entered
Bob
his
Marley died, and it just
So what happened? Like, yeah, was there no soul in him that long? And if so, what happened to that soul? Where did it go?
It went where Bob Marley's came from.
Wayne Brady.
Places,
That's what I'm gonna say.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
Oh
man.
All right, so apparently there's a banana that's cost like $120,000.
What?
It's
now
art.
this
I'm
has
gonna
to be
quit.
number one.
What?
Is this Ray Comfort's banana? Is this the one that he held up and said, "This is proof that evolution is false"? Is it that banana?
No. That one's currently in that one child actor's ass.
What, Kirk Cameron?
Kirk Cameron.
Sir, you need to specify.
The atheist's worst nightmare.
And this
A
isn't
banana.
Amazing Atheist's banana either. So it's just-
Nah.
It makes me sad. It makes me want to quit and see if I could try this, but I know it's just not. I don't know. All right, fuck it.
Would you pay $120,000 for this work of art?
No.
It is literally what it looks like. A banana duct taped to the wall.
There's the banana.
Yet someone
I
thinks it's
fucking
actually...
hate modern art.
Yo, call. You're in the chat right now. Your last Met Gala video was a fucking riot. Why don't you go ahead and make one about how this banana is a part of the satanic Illuminati Labak? You know?
It's floating. It's just caca.
How do you know it's not upside down? You know? Maybe the stem is the bottom, according to Satan.
I have to give
According
this artist.
to how you should properly open a banana, the stem is actually the bottom.
There you go. See? Just look around, guys. It's right in front of you. Come on. That's my evidence.
Listen.
Apparently, if you open a banana from what we consider to be the bottom, you don't get all those strings and shit. Like it just opens right up. For those of you who enjoy what the taste of bananas tastes like, which is fucking nothing. It tastes like literal nothing.
I like bananas.
I think this
I would
banana's
assume
worth
it's
so
just like the
much.
void.
Aren't bananas like slowly dying off? Maybe bananas might actually go for 120K one day.
All of bananas that currently exist are GMO. Because they were going to die. So you know how there's like banana flavored things?
Sure.
The banana flavor is actually the flavor of what they used to taste like. Back in the 70s, I think it was, bananas had this huge, like either it was a fungal problem or a viral problem or something. Like bananas were fucking dying. So a bunch of scientists got together and found a strain that wasn't fucking dying. So we still have bananas.
That's bananas.
So
no pun intended.
So basically, every banana that we have is a clone of Banana Prime.
So you're telling me the nasty ass runt candy bananas is what the actual bananas taste like?
Yes.
Yeah, I like the new
Fuck me
version.
blind.
It's what they used to taste like.
That
They
can
used
be
to
arranged.
have a taste.
Well, you know what? This
Shamus.
piece of art, though, to me, it seems like, just to be honest with you, somebody was just running late and was like, "Yo, we forgot the piece. Like, yo, give me duct tape and a banana. We gonna MacGyver this motherfucker." And there you
You
go.
know, like I'm an abstract expressionist. I could fancy myself a fucking banana duct tape to a wall if I had to come in clutch to try and figure. I can mojo some fucking bullshit meaning behind it.
But just imagine the pricing of this. Like, who the fuck came up with the price? Like, just imagine that conversation. Like, how much you gonna? Well, like the tape cost me 25 cents. The banana was like a quarter. $125,000. Somebody else.
Here in Connecticut, a banana is 49 cents.
So let me get this straight.
No,
Someone sold this duct tape banana for 120K, and Nate's the career criminal?
Yeah.
I'm doing the wrong thing.
Hey,
People paid their rent with paintings for a little bit. Like this hurts me.
This is not even a painting. This is a banana taped to a wall.
Yeah.
It just I don't want to say as an artist because like every time you say like as an artist you sound super fucking pretentious. Like as an artist, like what is this?
It's art.
What were you conveying with this? What emotion? What time? What part of your life? What part of somebody else's life? What are you encapsulating with this banana duct taped to a fucking wall?
Freudian.
This is I was late.
Freudian.
I left my piece at home and I needed to make some money. Give
Yeah.
me tape and let me go to the corner store and I'll make you art.
I'll say this, though. I just saw it before we went on live, so I didn't have time to pull the video. But there's a video of a guy being arrested, being taken. I assume he was arrested. He was being led out of the building, and the video is saying that the guy in question yanked the banana off the canvas and started eating it. So,
fuck it, that's an art piece as far as art is fucking concerned at this point. Just film that guy.
yeah, just tape him to the canvas. He's the new art.
Tape him naked to the canvas, but his junk is covered with duct tape. And also banana.
It's gonna feel good coming off.
I would do it for $126,000 for a week or something like that. Yeah, take me up.
Well, if I'm the model and you're paying me, fuck it, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, $126,000. I would take that job. Pay me that money.
Yeah, here's the artist.
You can look
Less
at
for
this guy.
being left. Like
You can look at this guy and just cheesy smiles like he's like, I got away with this. I taped a banana to a fucking
That's
thing.
the guy?
Yeah, and I got money out of this.
Fuck
Like,
this
he
guy.
can't believe it either.
He can't believe it either. His eyebrow is really not believing it.
Look, art.
Okay, yeah, this random.
Yeah, see that his piece of art is the tape was too long and all that. Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's how art is, you know. Just a little bit too much tape. It's not good. It's not right. It's not.
You know, when it,
Listen, I'm a slave to the original. I'm a traditionalist.
when it came to chicks painting with their own period blood, and then also this, like, art's fucking dead. It's just, it's gone. It's dead.
Did you guys notice in the video that he labels himself a comedian and not an artist? And all I have to say is $120K, and that's his comedy. Come on, man, pick up your shit. Your comedy career is not dead yet, bro.
You know
this
what?
Guy,
as far as like banana sellotaped or duct taped to a wall guy, I at least have to give Call some credit for being funnier than that.
Yeah.
All right.
To be honest with you, it's still pretty funny though.
Just a little bit.
We got to get the guy who ate the banana on the show as a guest next week.
I want to do that.
Yeah, right.
that'd be
Find out
great.
who the fuck that guy was.
All right.
Did he bite into the entire thing with the peel and everything like a pro, or did
That's
he?
fucking.
No,
That's hard.
He peeled and ate it.
Oh, pussy.
The only thing that would have been better if he peeled and ate it, but before doing that, he already had a cereal like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Right, he just brings out a bowl. And
Start cutting that.
milk in it and just starts like he pulls like a paring knife out of his fucking pocket and just starts slicing off.
Oh yeah, dude. There's nothing better than some Cheerios and a banana on top, man. That's fucking.
He's got a knife.
Honey Nut Cheerios, a light amount of milk, and some fucking bananas. Oh yeah.
Big C, if you duct tape, Mrs. Big C, if you duct tape Big C to the wall, I'll buy it. Just saying. Anyway,
$10.
Yeah. At that point, he's an object, and I'll do with him as I please. Send him my way.
Shit. Alright, I didn't have anything for Geeking Out, and we kind of actually already talked about it pre-show. So, but what I'll do for you guys is just give you a fucking Baby Yoda thing here. That's your fucking...
Oh!
Take a shot, fast doctor.
Yo.
Yes, mother.
I've seen one episode of The Mandalorian, and I'm super happy about it. And it's not because of Baby Yoda.
Not because of Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is the show. That show should be called Baby Yoda and Guy Who
Okay,
Won.
so Baby Yoda is amazing, but that show overall is really good.
Oh yeah,
It's really good.
Spaghetti Western.
All right, hold on.
I have one
A
thing.
spaghetti
really
Western
quickly.
with Star Wars? That sounds just in
Hold on,
general is
Before we
amazing.
get to the whole Star Wars thing, I just want to make it very clear. I thought The Last Jedi was the worst movie ever made, but
You haven't seen
I
it.
don't. You know, I know that.
I refuse to watch
Worse
it.
than Phantom Menace?
Yes. Oh my god. At least in Phantom Menace, the fucking villain was interesting.
Yes.
Okay? Kylo Ren is, my grandpa doesn't like me very much.
Kylo Ren, my dude. If you're trying to be Vader, you're really, really not doing it. You're really not.
This
he
ain't
was
it, Chief.
whiny, according to the prequel. He was whiny, but he wasn't that. That's a special kind of crybaby. That's
Listen,
hello, honey.
Somebody did a video where they took A New Hope and The Force Awakens, and literally, it was like the same plot, the same characters, like everything was identical.
No. I think that was
redo anything.
The plan.
That might have been Red Letter Media. I think they did their review in, like, they did the review of it itself and then ran the storyline between, like, that movie and A New Hope. And it's basically the same story.
It is the same story, basically. Take the basically out. That's the same
Take the basically out. Okay, so it is the same story.
It was a Death Star. They were going after a Death Star.
It's the same story, but it's like it's worse. They could not explain the main story again with different people somehow.
But you know what though? Success breeds repetition. So they said, "Hey, this worked." And I think The Last Jedi was like, you just maybe the problem for me with The Last Jedi is you made me watch a whole movie setting all that shit up, and then you're just like, what? Huh? I don't know.
Was The Last Jedi the one with the Asian actress that claimed she was getting harassed?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the Force Awakens was like, hey, we're setting up some cool things. I get it. We're just doing the New Hope, but we're going like, who's Snoke? Who's Rey? Who's
From
Finn?
what I heard,
all these things, and then the new one was just like, fuck Snoke, fuck Rey, fuck Finn, fuck.
From what I heard, apparently, like there's like a good deal amount of that movie that just shouldn't happen.
It was 8.
I haven't seen it because, like, I'm not that huge of a Star Wars fan. Like, I was always more of a Trekkie.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I have my issues with the Star Trek movies, like the newer ones. Like, I really do. But this is just like, I'm looking at it as somebody who's like a tertiary sort of Star Wars fan and going like, okay, this is the last good Star Wars movie I watched in the last like 5 years was Rogue One.
Rogue One, I think, is the best new thing they got. That and The Mandalorian. Mandalorian is like
The Mandalorian's fucking phenomenal. I saw one episode and I was like, I like this. This is good.
Solo was really good. We got Childish Gambino as fucking Lando. We Darth Maul showed up at the end, and they
Solo was one of those movies where like the people that I talk to who are super duper Star Wars nerds, like super fucking Star Wars nerds, like they look at that and go, "Why did this movie happen?"
That's because like Solo's kind of interesting.
Well, the thing is that according to those people, Han Solo's character arc happened in the 70s.
Well, you know what though? Doing a prequel is tough.
But
he was old at the time. He how did he get the Falcon and shit like that?
Lando Calrissian, but like Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian is amazing.
Yeah,
it's the best.
No, don't get me wrong. I think the Han Solo movie was a good movie, but it was a movie I didn't need to see. Because it was like his character arc was unnecessary, and I think it didn't do well in the box office. That was residuals from The Last Jedi. After people was upset about The Last Jedi, Solo coming out,
they were a little mad about it, and they didn't want to come in
Solo
for
wasn't
another
bad
Star Wars movie.
I'll say,
and the timing in which they released it too was a little shit.
Yeah.
Just the longer we keep Baby Yoda up here on the screen, the longer I'm
Baby
wondering.
Yoda is amazing.
Well, the longer he's on the screen, the longer I'm wondering why the hell Yoda species doesn't encourage abortion, because this thing's a little shit. Fuck it, kill it, get it off the screen. I don't like it.
Unpopular opinion.
That thing is 50 years old.
Back to like Clone Wars.
So
I'm not spoiling anything for anybody, right? Because I know, we've all at least seen the first episode, right?
Yep.
Right, yeah, Baby Yoda's 50 years old.
I saw the last one that just came out.
Nope.
It was.
Shush. Haven't seen it. I was.
It was not terribly Baby Yoda heavy, and it was still good.
Good.
Why don't you break down the episode for us?
Also, since Bran doesn't like Baby Yoda, we will be interviewing for another Geek Room member.
Yeah, Billy. Fuck you.
No, fuck you. We got to get someone who's all right.
How stupid is
here's
Disney?
the thing, though, Billy. Do you really... You're arguing for an echo chamber when it comes to Baby Yoda? Tisk, Billy. Fuck off with that. Fuck you and Baby Yoda.
Blocked.
You both should have been aborted, you pieces of shit.
I probably should have been aborted, to be honest.
I don't have to do the unpopular opinion this week. Mine was just going to be Nightmare Before Christmas as a Christmas movie. But fuck, he got it.
It is, motherfuckers!
I'll hit you with a double header there if that's what you want to do. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie?
Adorned
Yes.
upon thine bosom is the visage of Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, my nigga.
Is it? Is it a Christmas movie? Yes. Does it suck?
it is.
Also, yes.
God damn it.
Only person who's not 300 pounds who owns that shirt.
No. By the way, that
The only
shirt is
size
extra
small they sold.
For those of you who think the Geek Room is fat.
I like how we're a collective, too. Just the Geek Room is fat.
The Geek Room is fat. Meanwhile, I'm wearing an extra small shirt. Like, what?
That's definitely when they sold of that. Holy fuck.
Oh, they went on to Pornhub and found my shit. Okay, no, that's just my ass. That's literally just that one part of me. Otherwise, I am very sorry.
You can get the full Rain Florence experience though, also on Pornhub.
Exactly.
Especially if you've got like a chili pepper fetish of any type.
Oh.
Yeah, chili pepper fetish. You like watching chicks lay on their side with a hose up their ass. You just want to.
Speaking of Rain Florence, we don't have one of those videos, but we do have crazy people shit.
Yeah. My favorite part of this entire thing.
Oh my god.
The Toothless Avenger, yeah.
The Gummisher.
I'm about to download the previous again and give the Gumless Avenger an actual theme song.
We got people asking for that link, by the way.
Our viewers dropped. What the fuck? No, I'm just... God damn it. All right. Let's go ahead.
But yeah, Jerry and Helena and Layla, I'm gonna be homeschooling them.
Oh, poor God,
CPS decided to pay me a visit on Thanksgiving Eve.
He did a beard split. He
What
did
the fuck is Thanksgiving Eve?
the
day
beard
before
split.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but that's not a fucking holiday. Like, I can see Christmas Eve being a holiday or New Year's Eve being a holiday. Who the fuck celebrates Thanksgiving Eve?
Von Helton does. That's the day of cooking.
People who have to work retail? Other than that.
Yeah, true.
I've got a phone in one hand and I've got a chicken in the other hand, and I'm trying to.
Who the fuck cooks chicken on Thanksgiving?
Poor people.
I don't know. I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people hate turkey though.
Oh yeah.
Poor people.
But you got
Turkey
turkey
kinda
or ham.
Yeah, a lot of people go ham or chicken.
Yeah.
I've never
Turkey
heard of
kind of sucks, but at the same time, like,
It's the only time we.
as a poor person, you can buy like parts of turkeys.
Yeah, poor people get.
What if you don't like it at all? Like any part?
Well, then don't buy that animal. Like,
There you go. That's where the chickens come into play, guys.
Okay, fuck it.
well, chicken's always
Blowjobs.
cheap. Like,
Number
it kinda
one.
works.
We got blowjobs. Nate Broady, you're getting a blowjob, sir.
Blowjob.
Oh.
Baby Yoda for president. Fucking impeach that little shit.
Let's impeach one before we
Lock
start.
him
the
up.
other, okay?
Lock him up.
Yeah.
You know, make plans on a calendar and with a hand I don't even have, and you know, here comes CPS to muddy the waters. And
Why did they come?
yeah, the kids. The
What?
kids weren't.
Who's talking to him?
Is this on what's her fucking name? Oh god damn it.
Sister Sunshine?
Yeah,
Is that?
Sister Sunshine. This is on her channel. I kind of like her. She's pretty cool. If you haven't checked her out, check it out because she got the whole interview. Got this interview, but got another interview that was way fucking crazy. So yeah, this is on Sister Sunshine's channel. So it's just clipped out for this is the person that made this video is Nats on the Pizza, right? Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's also a good chunk because he just clips out Von Helton. So.
Weren't wearing new clothes, and their clothes were dirty, and they smelled, and they hadn't washed their hair, and all this, which was a total lie, of course. But
it's always a lie.
It's funny that it's the reoccurring thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a Mobius strip. It's a Mobius strip of child neglect. Like, at some point, you have to go, yeah, all right, that was fucking me. You know, I mean, you can't keep denying this shit. CPS isn't coming after you for no reason over and over and over for the same exact fucking thing, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
It's goddamn it sad.
And it's like, dude, we see how you live.
I fucked up, and I came back, and I heard something about Child Protective Services, and I'm really confused.
So
yeah.
Kids.
So CPS came and apparently questioned his kids in school and stuff like that, and they're the reason why his kids are getting Fs, because every time you pull them out of class, they get an F. It's like, that's not how that works, Vaughn. Stop. But apparently they had stinky clothes, unwashed hair, and other stuff. You know, same thing that other CPSs come to talk to them about, and yeah, it's just. Oof.
It's like, dude, you can't deny this shit. We've seen there's live stream footage of your mom walking into your trailer and bitching at you to clean it up because there's gnats all over the place. We've seen the pictures of fucking melting fruit into your floor. Like, dude, come on.
Wow.
No.
It looks pretty clean where he's filming at, though. What did he just? That's the one spot he keeps clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can kind of see it in the back, right past the red part of the mic stand. It looks
So-
like something.
So he lives. It looks like he lives in a trailer. Does he live in a trailer?
Yeah.
Like a double wide?
Yeah. No.
Well,
I
don't know that.
Why?
A single wide?
There you go.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that shit. As somebody who's like super duper like cleanly, like super fucking cleanly when it comes to my shit, I probably have more square footage than you. How do you manage this? How?
Be a space wizard with
yeah.
Time.
The Elder Scroll finally made him go blind.
There you go.
Yes.
Nailed it.
So he's got all these like mystical powers and shit. Like, you know, he possesses the Elder Scroll. He's an eternal vampire.
Yeah,
but he can't
right.
clean
He's
his
got the
fucking
Mangekyo
house.
Sharingan. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Possesses every power
but, you
except
know,
the ability to clean
thanks-
up after himself and his
He's
kids.
the fucking Hokage. Yeah.
Giving Eve, and the CPS worker actually messed up because she was telling me about how they went in and spoke to my kids and stuff, and I'm like, oh really, you did you? You know, and but yeah, went right into school, talked with them at school without my consent. You know, and I'm
They
like,
can do that.
Okay.
You don't need your
So
consent.
I've yanked my kids out of school, and I'm going to homeschool them from now.
See, there's the problem. You can't just yank them out of school. You have to kind of set them up to homeschool.
No.
Homeschool?
No.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, no, Frank, you're wrong, man. You he doesn't have to address the issue at hand. He can just pull him out of ever being in public, so nobody will notice and they won't get called again. But he can still continue to be a lackluster ass father. That's basically how he's solving the issue.
Well, only people who are suffering are those kids, unfortunately.
Exactly.
A call for an uprising. He's a pagan, so yeah, there you go, Call. Grab him. Anyway, so here's the problem. I mean, you have to set them up in homeschool stuff, and that costs money. That actually costs a lot of money. If you can find, and they had to get accepted into it, so they can't just. They do got free. Oh well, they got free. I was wrong. My wife corrected me in the background. And free online. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wrong. My wife lets me know. Anyway, but the thing is like, if they don't do the stuff, then you got another issue. You got the truant officer. Because if they're not turning in the homework that they need to, they're failing the grades, then it doesn't look like they're participating.
Not attending, perhaps.
Yeah, then they're going to want that kid to go to school. Then the truant officer's going to come at your ass. So you didn't really help yourself out, Vaughn. if you did yank your kids out, you just kind of screwed your pooch a little bit more, because now you're gonna have, if you don't keep up with this, now you're gonna have a truant officer. Then you couldn't again have the CPS.
Well, think about it like this too, like as if these kids' lives weren't bad enough. Now their only source of education is coming from Von Helton.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Like I literally have the utmost like the feels for these kids, dude. Seriously, I would really hate to be in that situation. I hate that anybody's in it.
Guys, we're gonna worry about world history. It's flat.
Today, kids, we're gonna learn about who invented and built the fucking stealth bomber. You're looking at him. It was Dad.
So yeah. So it's just it's not a thing that you just gotta say it. So it just, and a lot of people are kind of complaining like the CPS isn't like taking the kids or keeping the kids, and unfortunately like with like in those instances they don't want the kids to be taken away from their parents, and as long as the parents are cooperating with what they have to do, then they'll get them back. So it's like a never-ending cycle. So I mean, unless he does something really, really fucked up to where like the kids are in danger, he can keep getting them back, unfortunately.
So someone send CPS that mod list. I think that's our only way out here.
God damn it.
Because I mean, at this point, holy shit! If they're gonna take anything seriously, maybe it'll be that.
Yeah. So anyway, that.
All right. So which one are you? Who's the troll? Who's the the naysayer? Who's the fucking hater? I'm calling naysayer.
Dibs on troll.
Okay, Billy's the troll.
I'll say naysayer.
Okay.
I was gonna say troll for me. You know
we
what?
can
How
both
about
be
this?
trolls.
That we'll be co-trolls.
Oh.
I'm also an internet terrorist too. So.
Okay.
Terrorist?
Mm-hmm. He called me that one time. It was funny.
An internet terrorist. How does that work?
I terrorize people online.
What exactly is the parameters of internet terrorism?
Like, what is my political goal to be achieved by
Because
fucking
from my understanding, terrorism generally involves violence. And from where I stand, words aren't violent. So
Damn, baptized in fire.
what is internet terrorism? What is that?
No one knows.
Maybe we should have Vaughn back on, and this time you can interview him so you get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, last time I was just
me sitting here with a hot chocolate going, so hey, so like, you know when you said like internet terrorist, like could you tell me like what that means?
Maybe are they making terroristic threats? Is he talking about the threats?
I don't know.
Did you threaten to blow up a government building? Like,
no, not to my
did I miss a
recollection.
lot of it?
Did you threaten to blow one up in Minecraft?
That may have been it.
Okay.
That may have been it.
Someone told me they fucked his mother or something. That's where it comes from. Okay.
Oh no, thank you.
It wasn't me.
Damn.
But how old is his mom? If he's 400, what's she?
Dead.
Like,
1,000.
It technically says he. So
Baptized in Fire says, I ran a call where a 5-year-old kid was killed by his father and CPS just returned the child a week prior. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. Child Protective Services fucks up a lot.
That's the thing they fear the most. Just imagine you say that you go to that family's house, you say they're okay, that family's good. Next thing you know, all the kids are dead. That's like the nightmare.
Next thing you know, they're sacrificing them to Satan. There's just a whole fucking... They were out in their backyard naked one day, and you call the cops, and next thing you know, like, they get there, and, like, all of the kids are dead. Like, it's...
No, it's but you know what, that's how the laws changed though, unfortunately. That's how it changed in New York. They had the kids that they found, were being malnourished for like 20 years. Like they found one of the kids.
Yeah.
The kid was like 30 years old and he looked like a 7-year-old or some shit like that. It was like horrible shit going on. Right. And every time ACS went out there, the children's services went out there, clean bill of health, clean bill of health, clean bill of health. Everything looks fine. Everything looks fine. Next thing you know, it's a horror show. So
Like, I get when it comes to NYC, like you can get a little lazy with it. I understand as far as the sheer volume you may have per square area that you're like the square area that you're like in charge of as a child protective services worker. But at the same time, what?
Not laughing at you. There's actually an account in the chat called Fish Nipples, and it just made me fucking giggle. So.
You know,
dude, that's the name of the band we're gonna form.
Best usernames to ever happen.
That's actually a throwback to the 24-hour show when we named our band Fish Nipples. Yeah. I wonder if there's any.
I feel a little bad because I probably could have made that show.
Yeah.
I probably could have.
At least you aren't like Billy. Said you were going to actually physically be here.
W2 job. Yeah, see? There you go. I didn't promise any of that.
Productive shit that day, so.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Even though going from Connecticut to South Carolina is probably pretty fucking easy.
We could have been pretty productive, you and I, Billy.
Also, so I hate the fact that Nate over here is talking about the negatives about a kid who looks like he's 7 when he's 30. You gotta think of the positive. Like, you can get real cheap movie tickets.
Yeah,
that's really true. That's really good. Yeah.
You know, I still look like I'm in my early 20s, so I still get fucking carded for everything. It's super awesome.
Do you find it as a compliment though?
It's obnoxious when I'm trying to get in and out of a fucking store, yeah. But like
up northeast,
because
otherwise
one time,
it's like, oh, cool, like the genetics are holding up, cool.
Like for instance, I was out with my mom the other day, and they card everybody, but she didn't know that, so they carded her, and she's like, I took it out. She's like, oh, I take it as a compliment. I was like, well, damn, it wasn't really a compliment though, but you know, your old ass, you look old.
The law generally is that anybody under the age of 40 you have to card. So at least they saw her as somebody potentially under the age of 40.
Yeah.
Titan Uranus, you know what? You do got a cool name, so I just gave you 500 points. So there. 500 points for a Titan Uranus.
Is Call still with us, or did he give up?
No, Call's still there, which is kind of funny because I'll put his name in the title, hoping he'll be in. This one time I didn't put his name in the title, and we got a video.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was,
one of the best
then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Yeah. Here it is.
This is.
Alright.
Is that Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, I picked this one just for Billy. He's about to do the Muscle Man dance. It's Illuminati.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't see all the fucking triangles in the eyeball back there, dude?
Yeah, but I'm not crazy.
Yeah. It's a chunky dude. Eating a lot of upside down burgers, if you know what I'm saying.
It's a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I'm going to show you a video clip in a minute that is just unbelievable that we're seeing this on television and that people still think that we're all crazy. But why do they think that? Because they tie this stuff in to fiction. They tie this stuff into ridiculous stuff like professional wrestling. And people just, they see it and they laugh at it. Now, I've covered this character before, Bray Wyatt. And the character is pretty much portraying somebody who's demonically possessed. He has altars. He's a regular guy. Then he's a demon. He's demonically possessed.
Actually, he's portraying a character who's mentally disturbed.
That's demonically possessed.
Ah, that's right. There is no such thing as like mental disabilities and things like that. He's got a him's got a demon in him.
Demon. Got something in him.
He's got ghosts in his blood.
People to let him in. It's really unbelievable stuff. I've covered it many times over. And again, I want to thank a subscriber for posting this on my website at callforanuprising.com. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't checked out the website, please do. and consider becoming a member for $2.99 a month. Great information being shared there. This is where we can all get the truth out and not worry about the censorship here on YouTube. It's an easy way for us to interact.
All the great
stock is like
anti-Semitic information you can get for $3 a month, guys. It's impressive.
So if I was cooking 70 cookies an hour,
Billy, does your haircut have a subscription to his website? I'm curious.
It does. Supercuts does.
So he said the $20 a month gets him the haircut. The haircut's actually only $17. The other $3 goes straight to call.
I need more money for more haircuts.
$1 a share. Last time I checked, it was when I did a video on it. And on top of that, they're now on Fox, right? And Fox, of course, 666, which I've talked about before in numerology and gematria. But that means it's national. This isn't like basic cable. This isn't like the old days. This is national. Fox is one of the biggest channels, if not the biggest channel out there. And take a look what they were playing.
It's evil because
the
it's
kids
successful.
out there.
What's Jumanji? What did Jumanji do with this?
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. Don't fucking play the game because you can get stuck in that motherfucker. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're probably still down there. You thought we started watching your video and you don't like the fact that we're doing that. But what can you type in the chat what gematria is or whatever bullshit? Don't just say everyone knows what it is or you gotta open up your eyes or something fucking stupid like that.
Just look around.
Yeah, don't tell me that either. Just tell me what that is. Also, numerology is horseshit. You can find anything you want in numbers. And also, I don't know how you get 666 with Fox because that's dumb.
Can you hear now, Anna?
Gematria. Are we having some technical difficulties brought on by the fact that we are mocking the satanic Illuminati Labak? Is that what's going on here?
I'm scared.
Let's see.
Race your mind into the muscle man day. Race your mind.
Let me in, let it all in, but don't let those reptilians in. Oh, no. Don't let the reptilians in. They'll take over your home. You gotta tell them to stop it. Stop it, reptilians. Stop it.
Let me
in. Paul.
You can't make it up, can you? Now, first of all, let's dissect this because not only are we seeing, just the basic symbology that I talk about, which I'll go through right here.
We're seeing
Bible.
a chunky dude wearing a blue wrestling belt cut a fucking promo to try to cement what his character is, to try to get himself over. Like, that's all this is, dude. It's a fucking character, just like you'd see in a movie. As a matter of fact, I think his original character was based off of Cape Fear. So, yeah, dude.
I'm like 90% sure that this character is imitating a call for an uprising, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, with that kind of like the symbolism and stuff, and what he behind him and what he's talking about, that's definitely what he's doing. I mean, he's mocking that type of person.
Dude, he's mocking you, and you don't like it. You don't even notice that he's mocking you. Does he notice that he's mocking him, or does he think he's part of the Illuminati Labak?
He said, in the chat, he said, everyone knows what it is. You just have to open up your eyes.
They give that to him. That was funnier than anything he said when he came on here, when he called us like fat, dumb, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
On funny things. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I still don't know what it is. So can you tell me what Jumanji is? That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Also, I get 666 out of Fox. Because that doesn't make any sense. Because if it was like letters came out to 666, or it was the 666 number, it would be all the same letter. Right?
But you don't understand gematria. That's what it is.
Yeah,
you just don't understand.
Be FFF.
Nah, dude. You gotta say Jumanji after you roll doubles. Robin Williams isn't dead. He's still in the fucking game.
Oh shit!
Which is pretty rare.
That's called next video.
Quoting Revelation. If you pause it, remember I've talked about this before. They flash imagery really, really fast. People aren't going to pick up on it, right? People aren't going to rewind and click and pause and go through every millisecond of these.
Pause it. Rewind it.
Fast.
Bro,
people aren't going to pick
you
up
just
on it. Right?
fucking
People aren't going
did
to
it.
rewind and click and pause and go through every millisecond of these frames and these shots. But that's
You
what I'm
just
doing
did
here
it.
to show you what they're doing. There's imagery ends up going into your subconscious mind. Your mind is still reading and processing this, but on a conscious level, you're not. Okay, you're just seeing the whole theatrical production here. And that's why they use imagery all the time in videos to program people, but people don't realize that their brain works on two different levels, conscious and a subconscious level. So,
but that doesn't prove anything you're saying. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. I'm gonna guess no. Also, he used the same joke in the chat again. Gotta say, man, you went to the well one too many times. Not as funny the second go round.
Yes, you did call me fat like 100 times.
Yeah, it's kind of on the video.
Yeah, and Billy's like the most fucking ripped one of us all.
He's got muscles.
Why do you think I want to get him in the same general vicinity as me?
Everyone knows what it is. You have to open your eyes. My eyes are open. I see a guy cutting a promo with makeup artists in the background. Got some cool good tattoos though.
I'm talking about reptilians, right? I mean, you got to be kidding me here, right?
Evil.
Talk about reptilians,
It's fucking
which
evil.
obviously is a way to trigger people because
Look at that.
people hear reptilians, they automatically
Fat guy
dismiss
with a
it.
belt
And
on.
they, lizard people. We hear, Colbert and all these people. This is another way of speaking about demons and demonic possession.
Is that all you
And
got,
by the
Cole?
term reptilian,
That-
people think it's like some crazy thing like that picture they showed of some green thing. Okay, but he's clearly playing a character.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you're getting it.
God damn it. I don't want to go anymore because you said what it is, but then you just kind of go off on the crazy zone. It's man, dude, I don't even watch wrestling anymore. We just pulled it like just because it irritates Billy when we talk about wrestling.
Sure, sure.
So make a wrestling reference and it kind of puckers up his butthole. So I mean, jeez.
Yeah, it's the Illuminati, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'll go a little bit more. There you go.
Who is demonically possessed, who wants people to let him in. You saw a sign held up that said, "Let me
It's
in."
not playing for
And
me.
who's standing there?
Me either.
Oh, well, damn it. Hold on. Let's stop.
I mean, we totally don't have to watch anymore if it's any kind of fucking issue.
Hit play again. See if it's working again.
Holding up the sign. Well, that's
God damn
a
it, Billy.
portrayal of Lucifer, of the devil. That's what that's supposed to be. Whether that's what he looks like or not, that's what he's supposed to be. That's what he's telling.
Seen Satan before? How do you know what he looks like?
He's trying to be you. He's saying we need to stop Satan. You fucking idiot. He's mocking you. Not Satan, not Satanist, none of that shit. He's not on their team. He's on your team. That's what he's doing. Jesus Christ.
Come on, man. You can't tell me this guy, he doesn't, like, on some level know he's full of shit and he's just trying to get $3 a month for this website. You can't fucking tell me this.
It's a troll.
Hey, whatever happened to that Kevin Smith video you were supposed to make?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah,
I'll do it on my time.
Well, you're on my time because you're my slave, apparently. Cause
Yeah, you'll wait.
Giggity, I like that.
Mm.
All right.
Next off of.
Yeah, I don't want to keep going with this. Because we got something we gotta fucking dissect. Can Rev say the N-word because he found out in his ancestry DNA he's part black? Or that's what he says at least. Dude, that video just made me laugh. So.
It's funny. I just had this conversation with Psycho. I don't know if you guys remember Psycho, and because he had like this whole stream about people who aren't all black. So I was like, yo. So I went in there, and he's like, yo, what you coming here to say, Nate? And I'm like, well, my father was half white. So I was like, does that make me, not part of the team no more? Am I supposed to get kicked off the channel? Do I have to give up my card? So, but I would like to see. I don't know what percentage. It's interesting.
All right, let's go ahead and play. We're not even doing intros anymore. We're gonna make Pepita Chips really just sad today. Just no fucking intros.
And since he's with us, by the way, I just want to say one thing. In closing, eat a dick, Call. Eat a dick.
No, I'm pretty sure fucking Rev's a black percentage was listed as margin of error.
But man, his Neanderthal variants were through the fucking roof.
Look, we have low rent Keemstar. Now we got low rent Amazing Atheist or an Amazing Christian, whatever you want to call him.
What the fuck he does? Dude, he does like skinny TJ.
Hey guys, what would TJ look like if he tried too much heroin?
Oh man.
Howdy,
Put a banana
folks.
up your butt,
All
Rev.
right. Now the title is
we
obviously
can't-
pretty tongue-in-cheek.
You can't hear it?
Okay.
You can hear him.
Because obviously I'm not
that.
black. Okay. I'm not transracial. Okay. At all. All right.
No.
However, so
That would be a-
I was looking over my 23andMe profile because that's the way these people work. They
Yo, this guy
they
sounds
take
like
your
Unirock.
DNA.
Stop this. This guy sounds like Unirock.
Wait a minute.
Look
Have we ever seen Unirock and Rev in the same stream at the same time?
Probably.
Yo, play this and close your eyes. That sounds like Unirock. Like I literally had to look at the screen again to see, like, is this not Unirock?
And
No,
then
Rev gets laid.
God, he does. Yeah.
Well, does that count?
Yeah, it does. Rev gets laid though.
There's more
It's
dignity.
not good, but he gets laid.
There's more dignity in jerking off than fucking Shanny. Can we just be honest in that?
We
Like,
aren't gonna be honest about that, but I'm just saying he can remember the last time he got a blowjob.
yeah.
He can also remember that one time he didn't get a Baja Blast, but that's beside the point.
Baja Blast win!
What the hell
And
just
my
happened?
eardrums just got wrecked. Welcome back.
Is that good?
I can just see Rev like make a motion towards his key, and the whip just comes out of nowhere and smacks his hand. You know? Nope.
they break it down like way more than
He talks just like about 20
So
minutes.
I'm on my phone right now. Are we critiquing this poor lad that watched Amazing Atheist back in like 2009?
Yes.
This is like Bizarro World Amazing Atheist, because this dude's a Christian and a lot skinnier.
Oh fuck.
No bananas in the ass that we're aware of. That hasn't leaked yet.
That we're aware of.
Yes.
It's probably
Remember-
on Shanny's phone, but it hasn't been leaked out.
Yeah. Just wait until the next time they have a CDV type deal go down. It'll leak.
Yeah, just to everybody, for the people in the chat, I know this is Shanny's husband. I know who Rev is. I'm just saying, if you close your eyes, listen to who it sounds like.
It does. Like you just kind of you do that. It does sound like Unirock.
Yeah. And if you close your eyes, it almost feels like we're at the same video. That.
over
That.
second this year, and I got this done like 2 years ago. It was updated October 2nd of 2019, so they're getting more information about my DNA.
That's usually what happens.
So if you look at my timeline, this is where it gets interesting. How many generations ago was your most recent ancestor for each population? So from the 19...
Yeah. While you were gone, we were theorizing he and Unirock are the same person.
Oh, okay.
Never seen them on the same stream at the same time. Just saying, throwing it out there.
Yeah.
See, Call. There's a conspiracy you can make a video about.
You're welcome. They're both unimportant though. Just
They
like
might
the
be the
video.
same person.
Do you think they sound the same? Because this guy sounds a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Like
Yeah,
I
a
never
little bit
thought
more.
about it.
Got a little bit of time with it. Oh fuck.
50s to the 1890s, I'm British and Irish.
Obviously.
I go back to there. From the 1890s back to the
Oh, you're
1830s,
Color music, bro.
and this is where the interesting shit starts, I'm French and German. Okay, that's where that pops up. The French and German, starting in 1890.
Okay, you're
but if you
whiter.
look down here, and I don't know why it's marked red. That's from my mother's side. It's not my father. It's my mother. Your mom?
It's marked red because it's like we're sending this to the deep south. So,
like whatever you think next, don't do it. Like
it's marked red for don't read.
Yeah, don't read on YouTube and make the statement you're inevitably gonna make. Yeah, just stop.
Rev, how many times do you want to say the N-word? I fully support you doing it. Only, like, super, like in Compton.
Yeah.
Or, like, inner city Baltimore. Like, wherever they're going to kill you. Do that in Minecraft.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So Oakland, California has some really nice vacationing spots. So, like, you go to Oakland, California, you wouldn't expect it. Like, they have these really nice landscapes, and it's like really nice. You just go to Oakland. Just
do it. Come on, man.
Just go there.
You use some more of your inheritance money that Shanny's blowing on makeup that's still not. I mean, you can't polish a turd, by the way. Use some of that money and then head on out to Oakland. It's going to be a good time had by all. Keep your same vernacular, please.
Also, what I need you to do is Facebook Live it or YouTube Live it so we can grab it. Because there's no way you're going to be able to post that shit on the internet. Because you won't be able to. So, because of all the hugs you will receive. Yeah. And do that. Thank you.
My mom's side. Oh. Yeah, starting in 18.
Oh, so we're not racist now.
I'll just show you.
Yeah, there's a color TV right behind him, dude. What are you talking about?
Look, starting in the 1830s. So somebody in my family in the 1830s was in Nigeria, which is where we get the N-word.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right.
Nigeria is where we get the N-word.
In Rev's mind, that makes 100% sense. He said, and he's like, dunk. It's like in that movie with Strange Wilderness where they say sharks are found only in the northern and southern hemispheres.
Yeah.
Like, you think he just fucking nailed it.
You know what, Billy? You and I have had some very contentious issues over movies, but the fact that you just cited Strange Wilderness, I gotta give it to you.
That's an underrated movie. If you haven't watched Strange Wilderness, fuck you, go watch it.
Right now.
Yeah, the Bears get their the football team. The Bears get their name, or I'm fucking that up.
The animal derives their name from the Chicago football team.
No, this backwards.
Oh yeah, backwards. Yeah. The fucking voiceovers are the best in that movie.
That was a great fucking movie. We should watch that movie now instead of watching this.
Copyright strike.
Yeah, it might be out of. No, there's no way it's out of that yet. Thanks, Disney, you fucking asshole.
I kind of look like a Billy Goat with my beard. But in all seriousness,
I can barely hear him talking.
Is this a game changer with the racial stuff?
No, it's not.
No, because I come from the region. Biologically, as early as 1830.
No, it doesn't.
In the region where the word
probably everyone else.
So does that give me clout?
No.
In the community.
Yes, yes. Does it? Does it? Nate?
I'm just reporting facts.
He
folks.
did it.
Nate, does that give him?
I don't think this German Franco man. It's like if you're saying he's saying we're from Africa, then I think what he's saying is that how everybody lineage goes back to Africa in some way.
Yep. Yeah, we're all
like
eventually from Africa, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's reading here. So if that's the case, then, Yes, he's technically correct. Every person on the planet who's a human being originates from Africa. So,
clout confirmed.
So we're taking diluted samples here to prove your Africanness.
Yeah, no, he can get away with saying the N-word now because he, along with every other human being on Earth, has some African American ancestry.
African, yeah, you're like 0.1537 point. Several points. There's more than one point in how little African you are, my dude.
It's cool. He's taking it back.
Yeah, just like Porch Monkey. We're taking that back.
He's taking it back.
Damn.
Lord.
Let's see.
What the fuck is he just do?
Oh, we're doing this. That's right. That's a full-service presidential candidate. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, look at this. We know the office is style. No office opening is complete. Who's next?
that is so great idea.
Hey, you guys,
presidential candidate, and he's putting stuff in his mouth. The guy was actually on his knees too. This is just, you know, this reeks of.
Hey, look, I'll say it like this. I'm not gay, but $1,000 a month is $1,000 a month. I'm just saying, throwing it out there.
Damn. His publicist is like, stop this. You're becoming a means. Quit.
Oh man, and just like that, he's not in the next debate. God damn it. I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny.
Can you rewind that? Did that actually happen? Like I don't believe I just saw that.
The best part is his like manager, his handler over here, like, dude, no, stop that right now.
He was gonna do somebody else. He was gonna do another guy.
Yeah.
Get up on the floor. You can't rewind that back to the beginning. This guy, what decision is it? Like, yeah, you know what? I can do this. Yeah, like this is crazy. Why is the guy back to be on his knees?
Look at his manager's face. He's like, really? This is why we can't do anything, Andrew.
He's spilling too. Isn't this crazy? And look at this other guy. He's shaking it up again. I'm ready to pop again. Here comes another one. Call me Yang.
Mr. Yang, this is your Howard Dean moment. Can you not?
At least it's more delicious.
Yes, he's looking for more volunteers. Oh my God.
I like
destroys.
I still like Andrew Yang.
I like that video that you just played.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say these guys weren't just doing whippets? Come on. Well, it's got to be sexual.
It has to be before the shit comes out to be whippets.
Well, that'd be the first guy. The second guy just wanted some whipped cream.
Listen. I'm going to say this. For Andrew Yang, that just shows me a lack of judgment. If you can't say, I'm going to shoot this from my hip, too. I was like, close to the crotch. He's like, I'm going to shoot this out of this can into his mouth. It's white. And then I'm going to look for other volunteers to do it, too. Like, at a point, you got to think, like, come on, this is just not presidential. You know what I'm saying? I'm running for president. Maybe he just thinks, hey, if Donald Trump got elected, he can do what the hell ever he wants.
Dude, like, everyone and their grandmother thought after the grab him by the pussy thing that he was done and he became the president. There's, like, no limit now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's true. But that's the ultimate boss, though. He's living, like, Donald Trump, out of all of us, he's the one that's free. Because he tells people how it is. It's not just grab him by the pussy. And that's all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? Deal with it. Call me Mr. President.
Damn. If you wonder why Billy said, oh, fuck, it's because of this. All right, you ready, Billy?
No.
You ready?
No.
He loves it. He loves it.
Hey y'all, this right here is the Bible Slide featuring the Freedom Band. And this time we're about to get holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, clap.
Yo, this was like a
clap,
hostage
clap your
deal.
hands.
Yo, this was like a
All right,
hostage
we about
deal.
to have some spiritual milk.
Oh,
To the
next
left.
topic. Next topic.
Take a step, Buffy.
And they literally just
Take a step,
ripped
Buffy.
off the cha-cha slide, huh?
Yeah.
This is like a total rip-off of the cha-cha slide.
That deal does not count if you're trying to win people to Christ.
Just like the Bible. It's total like rip off of whatever came before it. You know, it's cool. Who the fuck is Horus?
Oh shit, I forgot to... Yeah, I forgot to change up everything. Shit, I'll change it up later.
Right stomp on Satan.
Yeah,
Left stomp on temptation.
Have you seen this, Nate? Like the whole thing?
No, I've never seen this whole thing. It looks like the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, like we'll play a little bit more, even though Billy said next topic, just because of fuck Billy.
But faith,
yeah,
cool.
Pray once this time. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp. Bible slide, real smooth. Now praise and shout.
Kill yourself.
To the right. Take a step of faith. Jump out the boat. Right foot, let's go.
Or a window.
Left foot, let's go. Bible slide now, y'all. Now it's time to get holy.
I just like the people in the back of it. Like, you just got this one guy. And you got this girl that's with the leather jacket with the hat kind of cocked to the side, you know, looking like a... just, you know, trying to be cool. Then just everybody else in the back is just... Stop. Just stop it.
Yeah, this is poor for humanity. This video is not meant for humanity.
What did I just return to? I'm very concerned about the state of the show at this point. Like, what?
Are you drowning?
What was that? Like,
oh
Yeah,
man.
I don't know if that the mic is like being chewed up right now.
She had to get on the phone.
Calls in the chat. He says this is more propaganda to make Christians look like losers.
We don't have to do that.
We didn't pay them to make this. We didn't write this.
This does look
They
like a
came up
propaganda
with
video.
this.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm even judging if this video is real. This is a propaganda video, kid.
It feels like Poe's Law, where it's just so it feels Poe, but I think this is 100% real. Because my church used to do stuff like
the
this.
thing is that you have to look at what's given in front of you and then try to discern how genuine they feel, which can be super hard to do when you have just like animations or video or whatever. When you have an actual person there, it's a little easier to do. But this right here seems like it might be a troll.
I'll say this: even if this is fake, I have seen this exact level of shit come from this exact type of people. So
Yes.
either way.
Which is why I think it might be a troll, because that one person found sort of a niche and nobody else tried to market that, nobody else tried to corner that, and then you have this motherfucker.
So call adds in the chat that if we think that they're serious, our self-awareness should be checked. Dude, you thought an upside down cheeseburger was an actual legitimate threat to the fucking earth, and you want to come on here and tell me about self-awareness? Fuck all the way off. Suck all the dicks. Get out of here.
The only thing with this video,
when it comes to self-awareness, see, you admitted to being from New Jersey, and as somebody who comes from Connecticut, my guy, don't admit that. Don't tell people you're from New Jersey. Don't.
Jersey. That's one thing about Jersey. You're not from a place in Jersey. You're from a state. Like when people say, people don't usually say I'm from Newark, I'm from Trenton. They'll say I'm from Jersey.
They call it the armpit of the United States. And I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those fetishists, which are few and far between. I'm not in the armpits, and also that state's trash.
You know what? I want to say this about this video, though. This video, to me, that this is a troll video. Then two reasons why. This first guy who's doing the whole leading the thing, he's just so dressed differently than everyone else. He looks like he's dressed just to provoke us to look at him. Like this guy, like he look at everybody else. He looks just so out of place. If I just looked at everybody else, I'm thinking I'm in an urban environment. And I look at him, it just looks like it's too overdone. Like this is fake.
I'm guessing you've never been to a revival church where there's a youth pastor.
And they're all dressed like the host from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, they do that, and so most of the time, this youth pastor right here is trying to fuck the girl with the leather jacket on, and at minimum, he's gonna go for the girl with the white jacket on. Like I'm guessing he's probably like in his 30s, and they're like 17. It happens at every single one of those Baptist revival churches. They're fucking awful.
Hey, look at the person in the back, like the woman in the back. She's been messing up like some of the steps, so you'll see how like be off sometimes. It's just like hilarious. It's like hilarious.
There's that wanted to go in for a Mother's Day when they showed up. Apparently they made a video.
I'm just curious, what the hell happened to Chris Ray Gun? Holy shit!
I'm about to message him myself. Be like, dude, what is this?
Dude, if I see Tom Sweeney in the background, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Like, fuck you.
Oh shit! You know what? That's where I'm going to end it on the cha-cha. So, Nate.
The cha-cha slide.
The version of the cha-cha slide, I guess. Nate.
That.
Yeah, it makes you speechless, you know.
I was gonna try and give it a name, but like it's just that.
Atrocity.
Atrocity.
What the fuck?
Damn. Nate, chill out your channel. Then Bran will do our thing, and then I guess we'll go piss off more people on Twitter.
My channel's Nate Broady, Broady. If you like legal content, that's where the place to go. I haven't been doing anything like the past week though, because I've been like sick and I've been out of it. But I'll be back. But actually, I'm excited for the Geek Room, man. I see you guys made it over $3,000. I remember you guys were like at 2,999 for like a minute right there. I was like, what's going on?
It wasn't
but it was like boom.
It was awful.
Oh wow, we got a first one.
Yeah. So congratulations, guys, and hey, listen, and thanks for having me on. This was amazing as always, guys. And I'm sorry Uni didn't show, but it is what it is.
I'm not.
I kind of wanted to sit here and do crossword puzzles for a while, and then just be super nice to the guy.
Oh shit. So, Bran, let's go ahead and show it out and just close this thing down.
Yeah, so as always, guys, like if you enjoyed the stream, subscribe, maybe ring the bell if you're new here, if this is the type of shit you're into. Not sure why it would be, but if it is, hey, I'm not fucking judging. I'm a part of this shit. If you want to support us, Patreon is listed down below. There's some pretty cool perks with each tier. If you want to go check it out, it'd be greatly appreciated. You could also join the channel and get some pretty cool perks like pre-shows, some cool little emojis. If that's more your thing, do that. We do got some merch over at Teespring and an Amazon affiliate link. It's fucking Christmas time. Everyone's buying shit off Amazon. Don't lie to me, you piece of shit. I know where you fucking live. Use our Amazon link, buy your goddamn Christmas gifts, and make us fucking happy. Doesn't cost you anything, so just fucking do it. Don't be a bitch. Also, all of our social media links are listed down below, including our website. And yeah, there's also links to people who have supported us, so support them, because in essence, you will be supporting us. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be about all. Thank you to our guest Nate Broady for joining us once again, you goddamn career criminal. And yeah, thank you to Billy, Anna, Frank, and I guess that'll be about it.
And if you unsubscribe because we had Nate on, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously. If you unsubscribe because we had Nate on, we don't want you as a fucking subscriber.
So when I say eat a dick, I mean like the biggest, blackest dick that you can find. Like, just
like we're
Somebody who is so dark in complexion, or a dildo that is so dark where it almost looks purple. Like it just the biggest and blackest of the dicks. You can eat them.
All right. Well, now that we know what's been on her mind the entire 2 hours, I guess that's about it, guys.
No, I've been trying to go to bed like 2 hours.
Yeah, that'll keep you
I
up.
work retail.
Yeah. Fuck, let's get off so we can go to fuck to bed.
Done.
Let us
Hit it.